Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys all my makeup brushes, doing a little collection video and showing you basically my favorite brushes that I use on an everyday basis. Brushes to me are really super important. They're my tools. I use them every day. A lot of people I talk to sometimes are surprised about how many I have, or maybe what I've spent on them, that kind of thing. But in my opinion, makeup brushes are the thing you should spend your money on. If you're going to spend your money on anything when it comes to makeup, I really think you should focus it on good quality brushes. There are lots of products out there that are decent, that are better than decent, that are gems in the grocery store, but brushes, they are something that you use every day. Like for instance, a blush. You can have a blush that you maybe use, you know, once a week or once a month, or you can have an eyeshadow palette that you've used only a couple times. But brushes, you use that every day. And so to have something that is quality and works well and helps you to get your makeup looking its best, that's to me the most important thing when it comes to makeup application. So with that in mind, I will get started. I'm not going to show you all my makeup brushes. I'm just going to show you the ones that I use every day and the ones that I feel are the best. I did clean my makeup brushes with the idea in mind that I was going to do this video, and then I had to do my makeup for the video, so the brushes got dirty. So anyways, they're not perfectly clean, but they're close to it. So yes, the first brush that I'm talking about is the Round Kabuki brush by Sigma. Most of my brushes are from Sigma. I have some obscure ones as well, but most of them are Sigma brushes. The Round Kabuki brush is for foundation application, for liquid foundation application. So you just dab your makeup on your face, or you can put it on the back of your hand and dab your brush into the makeup, and you just blend it all over your face. If you've watched any of my, I think I have one video where I do my foundation, I'm not sure. So you can see how I do it on there, but this just buffs the makeup into your face really seamlessly and beautifully. It blends it out nicely. It makes it look like an airbrush finish. So this one is excellent for that. There is also this one, and it's an angled kabuki brush. This one works well too. It's angled, so I usually use this one for blush, actually, for cream blushes. But they also come in a flat top kabuki brush, and it's like completely straight across. This one has a rounded edges, as you can see. So some people prefer the flat top. This is the one that I prefer. The next one I'm going to talk about is also a kabuki brush. This is the Tapered Kabuki brush by Sigma. It's an F86. It is what I use for my under eye concealer, so I always put on my under eye concealer with my finger usually, and then I blend it out with this. This is super smooth, and it doesn't tug on your skin, and it blends it into your foundation really well. This is an excellent brush as well. This is an F30 by Sigma. It's a large powder brush, and I use it for my finishing powder. Excellent brush again. Everybody needs one of these in their makeup brush collection. Something that you can put on your finishing powder or pressed powder with. Then I have this bad boy. This is fairly new to me. This is the F95, and it is a bronzer brush. So it's white, so you can see the product when you put the bronzer on there. You can see it, obviously. You can see it's not perfectly clean because I used it today. I believe this one does not come in the regular collection. This has got the gold tip on it. So this is from the Extravaganza collection. Then I have my Large Angled Contour F40 brush. This is what I use for a blush brush. I don't have anything else that I use. This is just the best I find for applying powder blush. It is angled, so it goes nicely with your cheekbones, the contours on your face. It works fantastically. If I'm using a cream powder, or not a cream powder blush, but a cream blush, then I will use my Kabuki brush. This is, all these Kabuki brushes are synthetic, so they apply cream products much nicer, much smoother than a natural hair bristle would. So maybe I should explain that to you guys. This is a natural hair brush, and this one is a synthetic. I also have, in my eye brushes, I also have synthetic and natural hair brushes. Usually for setting my under eye powder, or even for applying a powder highlight, I will use this small contoured, they call it a tapered highlighter, F35 brush. So it's good for getting in this area here, your cheekbones, your nose, those areas. This is another one. I don't necessarily use it every day, but I do use it fairly often. Then I have my contouring brush. This is what I use for contouring. It's an F05, and so I use this a lot for this area and for up here, just for any contouring that I might do. So I think that does it for all my face brushes, so I'm going to move on to all my eye brushes. This is maybe going to be a little more in depth. I'll just show you guys quickly. You can store your brushes in lots of different ways. You can put them in cups, whatever works for you. This is what I have mine in. This is just a really pretty bowl that I got at Home Sense, I believe, or yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Home Sense. But I just have it filled with these, I don't know if you can even see it. There, yeah, you can see it there. They're these just filler beads. I just got them at the dollar store. But yeah, it just holds your brushes up nicely. So that's just for my face brushes. So my eye brushes I just keep in this. This is actually a glass, so you can see. Just a colored glass. And then I also have a smaller glass, and this just holds all my, I usually have my eyelash curler in there too. This just holds all my short brushes, because my short brushes would get lost in this big tall glass. So in the small cup I have my spoolie brush, which, I mean, you don't have to buy something like this from Sigma. You can get these, just these things, at I'm pretty sure any beauty store will have them, and they're just disposable. I also have, this is an E75, and this is their angled brush. This is what I use for filling in my eyebrows. I also have this one, and this is pretty much the same idea, it's just a little bit bigger. And I believe this is from Quo, from Shoppers Drug Mart, and I bought this a long time ago, but I have both of them because I use this one usually for my Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia, and this one I'll use for powder. I also have these cute little, well, they're all the same, but they're E25s by Sigma, and they're a natural hair brush, but they're travel size. Now I don't have the regular size in the E25 because every time I order brushes from Miss Sigma, they always send me these little travel ones, so they work just as well, so I just never bothered buying a full-size one. This is a crease brush, by the way, so good for the crease. It's a little bit flatter, so you can get that outer corner nicely. I also have a couple concealer brushes. This is actually an Urban Decay brush. I have two of them. They both came with my Naked palettes. These, obviously, since they came with the Naked palette, are meant for eyeshadow, but they're a synthetic brush, so I do not like synthetic brushes for when I'm applying eyeshadows, unless I'm applying a cream shadow. So I use these brushes for concealer usually. If I have a blemish or anything that I want to cover up, I'll use these. They're good for that. I have my eyebrow pluckers, but everybody knows what those look like. I also have a lip brush. It's by Quo as well. I don't use brushes very often, but if I'm doing like a very intense lip or something where I need to be a little more precise, then I'll use the lip brush. So that's that. Now onto my big cup. I have this F40 brush, and this is a tapered blending brush. This is the fluffiest one of Sigma's blending brushes. This is the fluffiest one. So this one, probably out of all my makeup brushes, gets the most amount of use. This thing is freaking awesome. It makes your eyeshadow blend beautifully. So if there was ever a brush that you needed to buy, it would be something like this, I would suggest. Something that's pretty fluffy, that will blend your shadow nicely. So this one is number 1 in my books. And the next one is pretty much the same, but it is an E35, so it's a little bit smaller, so you can see just a little bit smaller, and it's so since it's smaller, it's just going to work a smaller area, and it's going to be a little more precise. So we're going to move down the line in that direction. I have also this one, which is funny because I bought this one from Quo as well, and this is just, you can see, it's even more tapered. I showed you the E25s, they're also a crease brush, but there's also these ones, and they are pencil brushes, so they're an E30 brush, and they work well for super like precise work into your crease or on your lash lines. They're great for that. They're also great for concealer if you wanted a natural hair brush for concealer. They work well for that too. Another one of my more go-to brushes would be this short shader brush. It's an E20. This is great for your lash line. This is a large fluff brush. It's an E50, and I use this a lot if I want to take down some color, like if I got a little crazy with some eyeshadow and I just wanted to blend it down. I'll use this, and I also use it sometimes as a brow highlight. My E55 gets a lot of love too. It's a eye shading brush, so this just packs on a lot of color onto your eyelid, directly on to your eyelid is the best part to use it. You can turn it to the side and work it into your crease too if you're using that same color into your crease. So this E55 is another staple, I feel. My last brush I think I'm going to talk about is the medium angled E70 brush. It is angled, as you can see, so it is fantastic for your brow bone, and it's also fantastic for the inner corner. So anytime you're doing a highlight on your eye, this is a great brush for that. It's an E70 again. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. I showed you most of my brushes, the brushes that I really love to work with the most. And the ones that I don't necessarily use every day, but that do get some love here and there. This is 9 brushes. These brushes, I would say, if you're going to look into buying some brushes, I would say these ones are probably your best bets, especially if you're a beginner at this. So again, I'm just going to go through them quickly. It's the F30, the F40, the F82, the F86, the E40, the E35, the E55, and the E30, and then lastly the E75. If I can only bring 10 brushes somewhere, these would be the brushes that I would grab. I will put a link below for Sigma's website if you want to go and check out their brushes if you're interested in getting any. So if you checked out Makeup by Tiffany D, or I'm trying to think who else, Jaclyn Hill, they all have coupon codes that they give out every month to get, it's usually I think 10% off. So don't ever pay the full price for sure. Thanks for tuning in as always. I love doing these videos for you guys. If you really seriously have any questions at all, if you want me to do anything, I would love it if you just posted a comment below and let me know. And please share this video if you like it. So I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you later. Bye bye.